I was born to be the best, you know. I was born to be the best, you know. So we thought that we just lost, you know. I was born to be the best, you know. So we're thinking it's just best, you know. We're about to do it exceptional. And that's just like incredible. And that's kinda like really good. Like think like that, like I really should. A life like that I think I really would. A life like that I live it if I could. So why wouldn't I just try with my life for my. I give up my life for what I want. Because nigga that's just what I want. And that's just why I wasn't here in the first place with my mission gear. And my mission is not fear. So that's the last thing I would fear. I'm not afraid to go out at the top on the top spot cloud. From the perch perspective, I got, yeah, I said perch, it rhymes with merch you bought. Anyway it goes. I didn't mean to change up my flow. I'm just in a kangaroo. I'm just kicking niggas. I'm just not looking niggas. That sound good, but anyway, yeah. And anyway, switch back the flow. Whew. Now we did it gradual. No, I meant that shit actual. Factual, yeah, I said that on that last, you know. Just to, you know, yeah, I don't care. But when it comes out, my headphones, I said, just so you know, I don't care. My headphones come out, oh yeah, nigga, you don't care, nigga? Oh yeah? Yeah, you care. I care. Just so you know, yeah, I care. Oops, I meant to say that I care. And I don't like to pull her hair, cause it is not her real hair. But if it's her real hair, I will pull that hair. This your real hair, cause I pull it out. This is your real hair, cause I pull it out. Is this your real hair? I pull it out. If this is your real hair, man, I pull it out. Pull it just softly and gently. Wrap it around the fingers twice, baby, barely. Right? Wait, hey, whoa there. Whoa there. That's crazy. I'm sorry. You know. I got the sniffles. I'm gonna go and blow my nose, but I don't want to blow right here. And I have anything about my nose, but yeah, it's a boogie. You know what I'm saying? But that's a real good flow, bro. Like that's a good one. I got it right on that one. I got it right on a few of them. I do is right, right? Like I, I have to write some stuff. I have to write some stuff because I'm on Netflix and that's no bluff. This is my directorial debut, and so I'm just trying to direct you into the line that you see around the corner this time. Yeah, since I found my destiny, rhyming is rhyming down, and that's just me just now grinding out. I just started a young nigga with a camera and a broken truck, and I just made it to this point. And all I can say is, oh my God, I'm so grateful that I lived to see this place right here where I'm standing. The current, uh, 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 fuck, California, bro. I'm not picking up none of that shit, man. Fuck, man. Mm-mm. And I had to just keep going. So that's the fuck, man. Throwing me off, bro. I'm about to go anyway, but I'm glad I did this because I found this new flow. Like I'm finding flows and cadences now. The universe is just I open the doors to it, bro. They're just giving me cadences now, man. And since I found my flow, and I'm just about to go. Right, oh no. And I don't think you ready for a nigga like this, cause I'ma just make you laugh like your piss. And you can't think that I can rhyme like this, but I'm a real nerd, so kinda this. And you didn't think that I like to study, but I study so much even without a buddy. Yeah, nigga, that's why you niggas don't love me. But why would I want a nigga to love me? Hey, why would I want a bitch to love me? And that I think I should love myself, and that's a fact. Anyway, nigga, bug yourself, cause you're that. Anyway, it goes, yeah, nigga, rat-tat-tat-tat. All you know is violence. All I know is silence and myelin. And if I'm not silent, I'm building myelin for my kid to be born in island, on an island, born in island. Anyway, I'm flying a kite, flying a kite, and I want, I might. You wanna do it? I wanna, I might wanna, I might bite, I might wanna bite, might gonna bite, I might wanna bite and gonna bite. Seems like a corona night. Oh, oh, beers, cheers, not fears. I'm talking about the corona with beers and cheers, not the corona with jeers and fears. For years and years and years and years, you've been afraid to die. But all I ask is why are you even alive? Even alive. Yeah, that's how you do it. You know, the little piano, Mario Zoom does it again. Yeah, we do that one more time. But yeah, this is an awesome cadence to start the day off with. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so it's singing so bam 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 bam. And like my instruments is not these are not snares, man. These are gonna be horns, man, flutes, pan flutes, man, like all of the other instruments that you never hear, the most beautiful instruments. Go on Google and type in the most beautiful instruments and just get a list of those and just plug those in like wow 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 wow. Like that's going to be crazy, like wow, 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 wow. And then you can speed it up. Yeah, you can speed it up. You can speed it up. It's the vocals. You know what I'm saying? Just try to do it as fast as you can. You speed it up a little. I went as fast as I can. Speed it up a little. But wow, 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 wow. Like that shit getting that sounding crazy, bro. I mean, like I just like effortlessly just transition into like music production. Like I can do this for an artist, real talk. I can give you the vocals for the beat, and you go get someone to plug it in. I'm gonna give you the instrumentals. I feel, and you can plug those in if you want to. Plug in your own instruments. I don't care, nigga. It ain't fair, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I'm already, you know what I'm saying, making them for my own films and stuff. I'm making original scores, but I'm not doing hip hop beats really. Like, that's why it sounds like that, because it's like, wah, 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 wah. Fuck, man, these random fucking numbers, man, and shit just fucking throws me, bro. I hate that shit. That's why I have to make sure, like, I'm not recording with the phone that's used for communication. Like no communication devices in the fucking booth in this whole area. Like have your phone on a stand outside the door. If you need to go outside and check your fucking phone and just go out there, nigga. But that shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit, you know what I'm saying? Like tell them niggas what the fuck is going on, and when it's over, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like when I go to work for a fucking white man, I don't fucking use my phone. So what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So what the, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like shit, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that shit, those, I'm fucking trying to create something that shit's interrupting. So you're automatically just picking up the phone. Like, yo, what the fuck you want, man? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, I was recording right now. You interrupted me. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone's looking at me on the phone right now. Like, who the fuck are you, man? Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Snapping a bitch, man. Real shit, bro. I'm an artist, and you just interrupted my session, man. What the fuck is this, man? It was like Frank Sinatra would have told you that same shit. You would have called that motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? That nigga didn't have cell phones to the end of his life anyway. Nigga didn't know what a fucking cell phone was, bro. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Always on the low. You know, phone. Niggas ain't want no phone. You know what I'm saying? Face like ain't want no phone. Where you at? Ugh. You know what I'm saying? What is this? The fucking devil. This bitch keeps calling me on this shit. I press the button and the bitch's voice is on there. I can't see the bitch. And she's screaming and I hang up, press the red button. Bitch calls again. I can't tell it's her. And then sometimes someone calls and I think I'm like, what bitch? It was my mom. And, like just making movies about the birth of the cell phone. Those things really happen. Ugh. Like that's like if you went to the '60s and gave them a cell phone, it's ugh. Fuck is it? Some of them, you know, they'll let it shit. Oh, yeah, it's real cool or whatever. But like some of them, it's something that tracks everywhere you fucking go. Look right here, GPS. You know what that means? It means global positioning system. Like we have to like make a movie like that, and it's really some mafia shit. Cause that's like mafia shit. But it's like, but yeah, bro. I, you see my brain just going back and forth. Like, movie idea, trying to freestyle. And it's the beginning sessions. I did like an hour and a half or whatever. It's just 11 minutes in. Did like an hour already. I wanted to wrap it up with a motivation. We'll go home, real quick, smoke. I'm right back, bro, and just keep going. You know, we have this trade, and it's supposed to be like a 12-hour trade, so we kind of like we can't do too much. Uh, at 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock, those are our next times to actually conduct the trade, but we know what it is. It's going down from 100 to 0. But excuse me, at the beginning of these two uh, 4-hour candles we have left, 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. Um, until 9 p.m. At 1 and 5 p.m., like I have to look at the chart to see where it's at. Like if it's low, if it has been dropping, there's a chance for the first 30 minutes of that new 4-hour candle is going to rise back up to kind of where it started or close to where it started, and then go back down from there. So then it would do the same thing at 5 if the market closed. So maybe at 5, kind of switch just for like 30 minutes. And because might be longer than 30 minutes up, but you're just switching until you're switching. Once you switch, at that point, you're switching until the 1 minute chart RSI 14 says 14 is the period of RSI. We're talking about being on investing.com. Investing.com technical analysis, SAG USD, silver versus the US dollar. So when the 5-hour chart, stochastic RSI, technical indicator, you scroll down, technical analysis. When the 5-hour stochastic RSI sets 100 overbought, you sell it. When it says 0 oversold, you buy it. So it went oversold at 0 at 9 p.m. last night. It hit over bought at 100 at about 9 a.m., 9:30, about 9:30, 9:40 a.m. Boom, that first hour of the candle, man. So it's like that first 30 minutes, you waited out, first 30 minutes to an hour. So at 5, it would be like from 5 to 6, but then it doesn't open till 6. So you kind of just at 5, that's when you're supposed to go in. So you just check it at 5 and see what it's doing on the 15-minute basically or whatever, on the 1 minute or 5 minute. You're basically just checking the 1 minute and 5 minute at the beginning of that candle and following that direction. That's basically what you're gonna do. You're gonna follow the 1 minute at the beginning of the 4-hour candles, being like 1 p.m., 5 p.m., 9 p.m., 1 a.m., 5 a.m., 9 a.m. You're gonna follow the 1 minute. But basically, once the stochastic RSI on the 5-hour hits 100 overbought or 0 oversold, on the 1 minute, you're waiting for that RSI to bottom out under 30 or top out over 70, depending on the direction. But right now, we caught the 5-hour stochastic RSI at the end of this buy cycle at 100 overbought. Boom, we sell that. We sell that until it says 0 oversold. But in between that time, at those 4-hour block candles, we have to follow the 1 minute and see where it's going. Like right now, we're selling it. So when when the new trade comes in, if the 1 minute chart is buying, you have to buy it right then and there until the 1 minute chart is over RSI 70. So it's over 70 RSI. You know, on investing.com and MetaTrader. If you're actually a forex trader and you're trading using the MetaTrader app platform, boom. You know, MetaTrader 4 or 5. I use 4 and 5, but I only have 4 on my phone right now. 5 like on my tablet or whatever, but and I can still use the 5 on my laptop inside the brokerage account. But for the most part, most of my accounts are like MetaTrader 4 Classic Variable and Pro Live. The only two you can, and a couple I'll have Pro Hedge, and that's MetaTrader 5, you know, Pro Hedge. So I wanted to have one in every one so I can figure out what's the difference, right? Uh, Hedge just seems to be a little bit more professional. You know, MetaTrader 4 Classic and Pro, they help you. They all last to the end for my broker. My broker works for me. They just wait till all the money's gone. You know what I'm saying? They don't close it out before. That's not what you want. So, you know, if the trade might be the right direction, it's just wrong, like wrong timing or too much. So, at the beginning of the 4 hour candles, check your 1 minute chart. Basically, following that. If the 1 minute chart is green at the beginning of the 4 hour candle, in this situation, silver, when the 5 hour stochastic RSI was at 100 over bought, that means we're just buying until it's basically back at 100 over bought at least once, maybe on the 5 hour, but really 100 over bought on the stochastic RSI 15 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute kind of thing, right? And definitely 100 over bought on the 5 minute and the 1 minute because you're waiting for the 1 minute RSI to be over 70. So when the RSI is over 70 or under 30, that automatically pretty much means the stochastic and the stochastic RSI have already moved above or below. They've already made the move because they're the ones driving the show. The MACD, the relation between the first 4 indicators you see on the technical indicators chart, we refer to them as the 3 or 4 wise men. They are the RSI, the MACD, and the stochastic twins. It's the RSI at the top, the MACD at the bottom, number 1, number 4, and the stochastic and stochastic RSI twins are in the middle. Numbers 2 and 3 are the twins. 4 is the MACD, number 1 is the RSI. The MACD is going to push the RSI to overpurchase. Overpurchase is a general term for overbought or oversold. The MACD stands for moving averages, convergence, divergence. That is moving averages. These numbers, price levels are moving, and when they are touching and not touching and going apart from each other, that's what the MACD is letting you know. When the MACD is red, it is selling. If it's selling, it is going to sell the RSI down until the RSI says under 30. If the MACD is green, it is buying, and the MACD green is going to push up the RSI to over 70 on all the charts. That's how it goes. But in between that time, it's the stochastic RSI you want to follow on the higher charts. 1 hour, really higher than 1 hour, 5 hour. That the 5 hour stochastic RSI is powerful enough because it includes the entire hourly chart inside of it. If you're going off the hourly chart, you have to go off the hourly RSI. So we're going off the 5 hour stochastic RSI. When it says 100 over bought, we are selling. That's a 12-hour move. We're not doing nothing else but doing that for 12 hours until that move is done and that 100 over bought turns into 0 oversold on the 5 hour technical chart. Investing.com, SAGUSD. Boom. From there, that 5 hour chart. From there, every fucking 4 hours, 1 a.m. and p.m., 5 a.m. and p.m., 9 a.m. and p.m., we are checking the 1 minute chart and checking the 5 hour stochastic RSI and checking the 1 minute on Wiseman, all 4 of them, RSI, MACD, stochastic twins, and I'll say stock. It means stochastic twin. I'm not talking about a stock. It's spelled STOCH because it's stochastic. Stochastic, so I call it stock, stochastic, or stock, stochastic. And every 4 hours you check it. If the 1 minute at 1 o'clock is saying buy it, whew, cool, we Gucci. We're going to buy it. multiply it until the um, 5 hour stochastic RSI is back at 100, because we know the daily stochastic RSI still has to push one more time at least to get to 98, 99, then it'll be real close to 100, and then boom, you caught the daily, stochastic RSI at 100 overbought. You Gucci. On top of catching the 5 hour. You already caught the 5 hour, now you're catching the daily, and then you're kind of seeing it like, wow, okay, I caught the 5 hour on this one. 4 hours later, I was able to catch the 5 hour again and catch the daily this time. And then maybe next time you ride the 5 hour, you ride the daily back to, you might slowly be, you know, encapsulating the weekly and monthly stochastic RSIs, because those are the higher charts. So just one indicator is powerful enough for a higher chart. 1 hour chart, you really want to wait for the entire RSI to be over 70 before you sell it, because the 5 hour stochastic RSI might not be at 100 yet, bro. That's how it goes. So I used to look at the hourly stochastic RSI and not be able to tell when it was actually dropping and going down. That's because the chart above it wasn't topped out yet. Once it's tapped out, it's letting you know. Once the other chart's tapped out, it can't go no further here. So if the 5 hours at 100 and the 1 hour is at like not at 100, then you'll know the 1 hour is gonna hit 100 before, because the 1 hour is gonna hit 100 before the 5 hour anyway. But by the time the 5 hour is at 100, the 1 hour might not be there yet, and then so it's like, so with the 1 hour, because once the 5 hour was topped out, stochastic RSI, the whole 1 hour chart, 73 on the RSI, way over 70. And then the stochastic twins were topped out and stuff. So it's ready at that point. It's like, okay. So when the hourly is ready, the RSI will show you. Hourly is not ready to the RSI shows you for real. The RSI just has to be over 70 or under 30. You catch the RSI on the highest chart you can. On the highest chart you can. On just like the 5 hour chart, daily chart, 1 hour chart, weekly chart, monthly chart. Just catch the stochastic RSIs on all the charts higher than the hour. And then if you catch the hour, catch the hour when the hour chart is at the RSI over 70. You do the same thing with every chart basically. Like, don't sell the chart until the chart is over 70. So uh, when the 1 minute says buy, you gotta buy it until it's over 70. If the 1 minute says sell, you gotta sell until it's under 30. Like, you just have to do that, you know. So what time is it? It's 12:17. So we're getting to that point where soon I gotta check the trade and see what's up, see if it's been going down. Because now that I have the whole 4 hour rule, it's like stay out of the middle of the candle. So we're gonna come back and do more talking about that too, and try to put that segment in there. Now that we kind of got this part down, we can definitely put this segment in there. This will work for you all to test and demo. So I'm gonna make sure I put this segment in here. So we're gonna watch this movie about this sad, depressed, artistic kid, man, who might be slightly autistic or ADD. There's something happening. He's never been diagnosed with anything. So, but there's something that's definitely not fucking normal, bro. There's so much shit that's happened to you. It would be irresponsible to think you didn't suffer fucking damage. You suffered irreparable damage, nigga. Like, you went through some real fucking, like, you went through, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I have to be honest, like, I have to accept the fact that, yeah, there's something disturbed. Something disturbed my brain, so my brain becomes disturbed. You know, as a person, I just try to make myself as less disturbing as possible to not be disturbing to people. But I am personally disturbed by disturbing events that happen to me really young that just imprinted certain things. So it's just this. That's my baggage. Everybody has baggage. That's my baggage. Bro, everybody has fucking bullshit that comes with them. Chad's gonna be severely depressed. You just gotta understand that's just the nature of his destiny. That's just what it is. That heavy is the head that wears the crown. I can see the fucking future. You motherfuckers be depressed too if you were telling niggas about shit 3 years in advance, 5 years in advance. Motherfuckers always treating like you fucking crazy and shit. Then the shit start fucking happening and just like got amnesia and then just like, oh, I guess I guess you're right. Hey, I didn't know. Like, that's what I was trying to tell you at the very beginning. That you should shut your fucking mouth. If you're so easy to say you didn't know now, why didn't back then you didn't fucking know and just shut the fuck up? Why back then when you acting like you fucking knew? Now you just want to be honest about it and say, oh, well, I didn't know. Well, then why didn't you shut the fuck up? What makes you feel your words are so valuable that you can talk about something you don't know anything the fuck about? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what sense does that make, bro? If you don't know something about something, why would you even open your fucking mouth? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like I'm gonna fucking chomp you off. Like, oh, you didn't fucking know? Well, you know what I'm saying? Who the fuck did you think you were, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I be having to check motherfuckers, man, because it's like, bro, you don't live with the fucking stigma I have to live with of like when I meet somebody for the first time, the game is really how long is it gonna take this motherfucker to realize I'm a fucking genius? That's really what it is. That's what it is. It's like, hi, what's up, bro? My name's Chad. Like I'm scaling you the whole time, figuring out like what you're like what conversations I could have with you. Like that's the main thing. I'm figuring out how deep can you go. I'm like, all right, well he's not making it through this, so all this other shit, I'm not even gonna even mention the shit. Fuck that. You feel me? Like you may never get me to mention monoatomic gold in a real conversation. Just never. Just because you're not on that level. All this other shit, you don't get it. I wouldn't even waste my time, bro. Real shit. So I just get flabbergasted by the shit. I give up on the shit. Like I ain't even going there with this nigga. You feel me? Like real shit. Like that's how I do niggas, right? Like that's all. And you look at how other people do, they're really trying to take advantage of you. I'm just trying to see how far you can go in conversation. So I know how close we can really be. Like how deep does your ocean go, nigga? How deep is your ocean? Like, yeah, like not the sex way, but the ocean of your mind, motherfucker. Like my mom says, like, Chad, you're deeper than the ocean. I'm as deep as the ocean. And she's like, you're as deep as the ocean. I'm as deep as the ocean, bro. You know what I'm saying? So just a regular person, like you're gonna have to have been like fucking like Venom and Carnage. If I'm Venom, you gotta be Carnage. If I'm Carnage, you gotta be Venom. Like you can't half-ass this shit, bro. You're gonna need symbiote. I got real like spiritual symbiote on me, bro. Like I was touched by greatness. Like God gave me a really great brain, and then put me through the worst stuff, some of the worst stuff, to just really give myself a constitution on how to use my brain. So I don't use my brain against people. Like I'm trying to do something for people, like really great, like some great things, like organizations, like just something great, like just like I'm standing up for so much stuff, like you know what I'm saying, like I'm not worried about none of that stuff. I think I was rhyming about COVID or some shit. And that shit was fire. This is gonna be fire. I was talking about Forex. I'm gonna come back and talk about that too. So I can put that in this documentary. Make sure I put that part in there. So I'll come back and do that just by itself. But basically, I was just saying like the 5 hour man stochastic RSI, you want to catch it for whatever you want to trade, bro. Catch the 5 hour stochastic RSI at 100 over bar. Boom, you sell it. That's a 12-hour trade for silver, at least for silver. It's 5 hour candles, 12 hours. That's 2.5 for these 5 hour candles, bro. 4 hour candles, 4 hour candles, actually. 4 hour candles, 12 hours. That's three. 4 hour candles. Boom, boom, boom. That's 1, 5, and 9. Because I got it at the 9 a.m. candle. So I guess no matter what candle you get, you're going to have 3 candles to go. But you said 4 hour candles, 12-hour shift. So it's like, okay, boom, you Gucci. It's like, okay, you caught your error from last Friday. You fucking bought it at 1985, 88 when it was